To say that the Codename series books are action-packed is an understatement. These spy thrillers, which are based on a true story in the World War II era, are filled with suspense, intrigue, and romance, as well as a clever combination of the past and the present. They were written by award-winning author Ken Pottie, who joins us here on Connecticut Style. Nice to have you here, Ken.
Thank you for having me on the show.
We should mention two of the books are currently out on the shelves. Codename Sunny is the first, and the first book, and Mountains of Fire is also out, and you're in the process of working on another one.
On the third book, the 13th Cohort, which will be the third book in the series.
All right, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But these stories are based on true stories from your father from World War II.
Correct.
Tell us about your dad.
My dad was, for our entire life, we knew my dad as an old Navy guy, and was in the Navy during World War II. And what we didn't know is he had a secret mission or secret past in the military just before he was in the Navy.
Mm-hmm. So how did you find this out? Years, like you went through your whole childhood, or?
Well, he was married, my parents, Laren and Eleanor, were married for 50 years before he even told my mother that he was behind enemy lines in France during World War II. And he told us on New Year's Eve, 99 to 2000, we figured it'd be great to go out with the parents at the turn of the century, hang out with the old folks. We had a great time. We came back to the house, and he ended up telling us the story of himself behind enemy lines in France.
Wow. You yourself also a military man.
Yes, I am. I was company commander in Desert Storm. I got out of the military as a major in 1992 and then went into the IT computer world after that.
And what made you pick up a pen and paper and start writing books?
You know, I always wanted to write since I was a kid. In high school, I wrote short stories. In college, but then life got in the way and I got into the military. And you know, things just didn't happen until Dad told us this story.
Yeah, I'm sure it must have been compelling, and you had to somehow get it out there, right?
Yeah, we did, and the story behind the story there, like I said, I asked him, you know, we came back on New Year's Eve, and I said, you know, he taught computer classes to kids in school for free. Mm-hmm. And he was in his 70s, and I said, why don't you just retire, take our inheritance, and go have some fun. You and Mom go have some fun. And he started to cry. Oh. And my dad is an old Navy veteran.
Probably
I've never seen
ever.
a tear in his eye ever. And he told us a story that he was behind enemy lines in France, and a 10-year-old Jewish girl had died in his arms. Oh. He was 16 years old when that happened. Wow. And a lot of folks say, well, you know, 16 people don't do that. But in those days, they either lied about your age or you volunteered and people never asked. Mm-hmm. So.
And that's really what the book is all about.
Correct. And you know, Codename Sunny is basically to honor him and his service, and it goes to a past present. And I know we're going to talk about that, but the past present mode is, I asked him, why didn't you ever tell anybody? Because I didn't even tell my mom for 50 years that he'd been behind enemy lines. He said, if I'm still here, they're still here. So I wrote the book as a past present tense. The present is what if they found us. Ah. So.
All right, Mountains of Fire, also out there. So your second book.
Correct.
Set that up for us.
Mountains of Fire is based on a true story. It takes place, the second Codename Sunny ends, and continues the past present tense as I did in the first book. Mountains of Fire is the Pyrenees Mountains between France and Spain. And I got the idea for the story because a lot of downed pilots would escape, you know, from England. They would be bombing France or Germany. Mm-hmm. They'd crash land. They'd try to escape through the Pyrenees Mountains. And the Passeurs and the French people would help them get through the mountains. So that whole book is based on that idea.
Wow. Interesting stuff here. And the 13th Cohort is coming out after the new year. We'll look forward to that one. Correct. Where can people find your books, Ken?
You can get them in bookstores. They'll probably have to order them because I'm self-published. But you can also get on Amazon and on the Kindle, and also on Nook or infinitypublishing.com. All right. And they're all available.
We'll find them there. Thank you so much for sharing the stories with us.
Thank you.
All right. The name again is the Codename series is written by Ken Pottie. You can find him just about anywhere, as he mentioned. And of course, we'll have a link on our website, WTNH.com. In the meantime, don't go away. There's more Connecticut Style after the break.